Alright, hi guys, Blake and Phil here with Lilleys Landing Resort and Marina on beautiful Upper Lake Taneycomo. It is Saturday the 8th of August, and this is the one cast. Today we boated up here. We started just right below Andy's flat, and we are both dragging scuds. What scud did you pick, Phil? He's got a size 14, light gray, and a size 12 orange scud. I have got a size 12 rainbow scud mixed, and then I've got a size 14 Adams, no, I can't remember the name of the other one, but it's a size 14 gray. I've got the 14 on the bottom and the size 12 rainbow on top. And they're flowing, they're generating about 180 megawatts. So we're using pretty decent sized floats here. Carrot floats. And well, I've got mine set at about 10 foot right now, but I don't see anything ticking the bottom, so I think I need to go a little deeper. When you're fishing out here, this much water flow with your fly rod, you got to have a lot of extra leader, a lot of weight, and a pretty big indicator. Today I'm going to attempt not to step on my fly line. I was just up here from about 3:30 until 5:30. We drug some little 639 jerk baits for a second and caught a couple fish, and that kind of died off. And then we switched to dragging scuds on the spinning cast rod, and we were doing pretty all right once we slowed the boat down enough, got the right drift. And when we were using the same, well, when I went fishing, we were using the same scuds that I have on the end of my fly rod right now. Other fishing reports, I didn't really hear too many from today. I know somebody said they were biting the egg pattern good this morning for a while, and then they switched to dragging night crawlers below the trophy area. And they caught a limit before they had to come back. I talked to somebody else who said they were throwing jigs down at the landing and did all right. I'm still not ticking the bottom. I don't know if it's not deep enough or if I don't have enough weight. But that really is the key. The first couple passes that we did earlier with the spin cast rods, we weren't going slow enough. We were using a 1/4 ounce of weight, but we weren't bumping the bottom right, and we really didn't catch any fish. And once I slowed the boat down just a little bit and got the right bounce across the bottom, we started hooking up pretty regularly. So it's the same trick here. unit from about 9 o'clock last night all the way till noon today. Then they bumped it to 1.5, 2, and then the 3.5. And they'll run this 3.5 for the next few hours. And then they'll drop it back down to 1 again. Okay, nothing officially on the 1 cast. When you're doing this off the boat, you want your boat and your indicator to be going same speed as each other. I finally got mine ticking the bottom, but we're pretty shallow right here. What'd you do, adjust your weight? Are your scuds weighted?
Gotta get down there.
Yeah, I think I do too. I got some smaller weights with me. I'm gonna leave it. I'll put it on there too good. It'll work better when we get in that faster water down by the Narrows. Went night fishing last night. Levi, who just started working for us, caught his first trophy trout, 20 1/4. And Matt Milner, oh, there's a fish. A guest who stayed with us this last week. Him and his son have been out night fishing heavily. They landed 3 trophy fish last night on the 762 bait. Yeah, he called me. We were out on the water. He said, "Is that you down below me?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Man, I got to come down to you. This is the biggest brown I've ever caught in my life, biggest trout, and I don't know what to do." And so he scooted on down to me, and he had a 23.5 inch brown, beautiful long male, hook jaw, and that was his biggest fish ever. And so we got it in the net, bump boarded it for him, measured it, and got a picture, and successfully released it. And then he came down to the Narrows and caught another 21 and a 20 inch rainbow. Wow. Yeah, and it was his birthday. He turned 50 at midnight. So good old Taneycomo birthday present there. I've got so much leader here. This is max. Might have to use the net. I'm definitely not standing up with that line around my foot again like it was just now. Learned my lesson the first time on that one. Aww. But yeah, so yeah, 4 trophy fish that I know of caught last night. There's only one other boat at the dam other than us and Matt. I think Dwayne's got a trip out there tonight. So I've got just enough weight on there now that the current's moving a little faster, that my bobber is just barely, I can see where the weight's ticking the bottom. It's not enough to just pull the whole rig back behind me, but it's just enough to keep it bumping across the bottom. You pick up a whole lot less moss doing it this way. We were pulling a steady amount of moss off of our rigs earlier. If you didn't have a fish on in the first minute or two, you're reeling it back in and picking moss off. There's another one. I'm fishing way deep. I'm also going to scoot us over the top of the narrows here, or over that channel. There you go, little buddy. That one jumped into the net for me. Nice pretty one. There you go. Oh my. Ow. Okay. Now earlier, whenever we were dragging the little 639 bait, we only caught 2 fish on it, but they were both between 18 and 19 inches. And big, healthy, fat rainbows. You know what Table Rock's level is now? Are we at 917 yet?
Yeah, I think we're right.
All right. So it looks like we might be just within 2 foot of, there's another one. Think I can still land the fish? I don't even know where it's at. I'm not even sure.
I got 2 flies and a weight on there.
I see the weight. There's the fly. There's both flies. I might be able to get you your rig back here. Almost got it. Might be able to just tie it back on. Well, the fish hung on for the untangling there. Phil, turn that camera around the other way there. We were out here at the hottest part of the day earlier, and once we got the drag figured out, these fish were really biting this scud well, which is cool because the middle of the day, at least from most reports I've heard, has been pretty rough. He almost got tangled in that strap hanging off the side there. It's the only thing I don't like about tandem flies on a rig is netting the fish. Got a little pretty stalker. There we go. Oh no. Oh my.
There you go. Sit down and fight.
I don't even know what's going on here.
Been like I'm not, bro. Never saw
Ha! I did it. I'm gonna get over here near this flat off Eagle Island. Alright. I think I could have caught a few more fish by now if I wasn't playing around so much.
I got it.
Cool. Whenever I'm floating an indicator out here under a fly rod, I like to keep just as little line on the water as possible. Little slack as possible, I should say. Definitely helps with getting more hook sets.
Put the one fly on.
I think that'd do at this point. There, another one.
You catch them on that rainbow?
Yeah, all of them. I've been using that rainbow scud lately and I really like it. It's got the right combination of gray and it's got a little flash in it, but it's not real heavy like those UV scuds. Of course those work really good out here too, but this one's feisty. This is the tough part about fishing a lot of leader under an indicator though. I don't have any more room to pull him in. It never fails that that second scud gets stuck in the net. We didn't really come down this far earlier. We kind of stayed right up there, a few hundred yards above the narrows, down through the narrows, and we repeated. Miss him? I don't think we're not very shallow right now. Those who don't know, this little thing I'm doing, rolling my line back over, is called mending. That just keeps the water from pushing the slack and making the presentation go too fast. It's a lot of weight to cast, isn't it? I really don't want to get hooked on that log. You can do this on a spin cast rod with an indicator and, you know, 10-foot leader underneath it, but you really need one of those 9-foot rods like a lot of the guides use. It's just really hard to cast that much leader under an indicator on a 6-foot, 7-foot rod. Not that it can't be done. You can water load the cast behind the boat and then throw it forward. I think they're calling for, that was a hit for sure. I think they're calling for like 4 days of rain, aren't they? Starting next Tuesday or Wednesday. Well, of course, it's not the most reliable source, but my iPhone weather thing said that starting next week there's supposed to be a 4-day period of rain. Yeah, it was supposed to cool back down in the 80s again whenever that storm rolls through. So it said. Mid 80s. Yeah, that'd be perfect. We really haven't had too many 100-degree days though this summer. Caught a lot of fish on scuds down here below Dino's dock, on that little flat that runs out behind his dock. Hey!
Oh man!
Oh, that's awesome. Is that even stocker size, or is that born here in the lake? He's about as long as my hand is. He's still got his par marks. Pretty. That might be a natural born trout. I know it's not a high percentage out here, but it still happens, right? Well, they don't stock them that small. All the ones that I've ever seen that I think were stocked that small all have that silver look. They never have the natural. We had some people that took a boat out earlier, or some of our guests, I believe, staying with us, made some bets to jump in the water off the dock when they got off their boat just a little bit ago. I want revenge on that one I hooked up here and fought for 15 minutes.
You got one.
We've at least caught one.
Let's see what they got for that. Oh, rainbow.
Hey, little buddy. There's another set of, oh, there they are. I guess you can kind of see them riffling. Say halfway down here, there's another set. I think we could probably be doing pretty good too if we had some sow bugs on. You said you helped clean some fish the other day that had a bunch of sow bugs in them, right?
Somebody's gonna ask what's the difference between a sow bug and scud.
To me, when you look at the flies, they don't look too much different. The sow bug doesn't have the dubbing, you know, brushed out. And I don't think it qualifies as a freshwater shrimp. There's that other root wad. Different family of bugs. I guess I can't say I honestly really know the difference other than looking at the flies.
Well, if you're really gonna fight it, sow bug is flat. Flat back.
So Phil,
Bottom,
does it still have dubbing brushed for legs, or is it just kind of a...
yeah. lot harder to fly than that.
Oh yeah. A lot of the ones I've seen in the shop have the little kind of ribbing, like 4 wraps around the back. Missed him. I'm gonna scoot us out a little bit. Right now, the water where we're fishing is relatively deep. However, whenever the water's not running this fast, it gets pretty shallow over here against this bank.
Feet.
6 feet. We're setting a decent distance away from the bank, so we're pretty shallow over there still. But if you get the right amount of weight, you really don't have to adjust your length. I'm still set at the 10 or 11 foot I was, and I'm still dragging the bottom the same way. There he is.
You're not like my little bug.
Yeah, I've been doing real good on that rainbow. Look at that. What do you think caught the smaller one? I guess that one's a little bigger than my hand. Yeah. Just trying not to get stuck with that bottom fly when he flopped out of my hand there. That rainbow scud's got some gray, a tiny bit of pink up near the head, a little bit of green. Doubles. I mean, net yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Jumpers.
What turret?
Come here. Get that out. Oh.
What?
I think I got your fish on my line too now.
No way.
Nope. It hit the line though. It felt like it for a second. Oh, really?
Help?
Almost did. Well, I have to say the scud bite is pretty good today. We were catching them, dragging them on spin cast rods and drift rigs and on the fly rod too. Ooh. Snag. I better pull mine out because it's right over the same spot.
Good lucky. Another one.
Yeah. Yes, it has. It's dropped, what, a foot now? The rainbows are liking the rainbow scud. There's something that catches my lures right there all the time. Do what? Hey, look, they're pulling a tube.
Had to get that.
A lot of interesting things on the water today. There was a giant flamingo raft with like 12 people on it attached to another type of animal raft, and they were floating down the water together. There was a bachelorette party out here earlier. They were having all kinds of fun. Seen some jet skis. Seen some deck boats throwing giant wakes. Ready? Yeah, I'm not sure if I am either. I tried to. I thought it was too. I guess it would have been another foot deeper had it continued to run the 180, but it looks like they've already shut it down. I've probably got mine set at 11 foot right now. Of course, I've got my split shot 2 foot above the last fly, so really I'm only at 9 foot to my split shot. And you want that split shot ticking the bottom, which is why you got to have extra leader. I think I'm still hitting the bottom over there. It shallows up in front of this dock again, doesn't it? Doesn't it start shallowing up again towards this dock?
I don't know.
I feel like it does. It's been a while since I fished this right here.
That's what I was thinking.
This is where John Naprandy caught that 13.5 pounder, throwing the 110 in between these docks. I believe there was, it was either 4 units running or there was 4 units and floodgates running. I think maybe they had 5 floodgates on as well. Want to call it?
See how that sun is right behind you.
Yeah. I think, well, if the camera was pointed straight at me, I might be blocking it. All right, well, exciting time with the scuds tonight. We thank you guys for watching. Like and share us on Facebook, and we'll be back to do it again tomorrow. Thanks, guys.